From Route 66 to the Florida coast, road trips are making a major comeback, with more than 75% of Americans planning to hit the road this summer. Author and travel expert Kiersten Saunders joins us to share some smart saving tips, family-friendly itineraries, and surprising lessons from her own recent road trip, including how timesharing helped her family make the most of their outdoor adventure. Hi Kiersten, thanks for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Your blog, Rich and Regular, is all about making the most of your money, even when traveling. You recently went on a family road trip. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I feel like nothing says summer like a road trip. I grew up taking road trips, so it was an experience we wanted to give our son, who is 8. And so we planned a week-long road trip where we hit up 3 different timeshare resorts in 3 different cities, which is a busier way than we normally travel, but this turned out to be a really relaxing vacation. I think because each of these resorts had their own little vibe, and because we actually started 25 minutes from our house. So we started with a little staycation at Margaritaville Vacation Club in downtown Atlanta, which has this rooftop pool that overlooks the city, but the vibes at the pool were very much giving Miami. So it was somewhere else energy, which was the perfect start to a long week. And then we drove about 8 hours down past Orlando, stayed at Westgate River Ranch Resort, where we did some glamping. We stayed in a covered wagon. My son Bo got to ride horses and feed goats. We roasted marshmallows. And it was just a great way to connect with nature and each other after spending 8 hours in a car together. So that was helpful. And then we ended with a trip down to West Palm Beach, which is just a couple of hours away, and we stayed at Marriott Vacation Club Ocean Point, which is this beautiful oceanfront property with lots of pools that overlook the ocean. And we sat outside with the waves and had lunch at the pool, and it was a great way to end a very busy week.
Can you share your top money-saving planning tips?
Yeah, I think it starts with the preparation. So we actually used a road trip planning app called Road Trippers, which allowed us to plan our route and decide where we wanted to stop to eat and stretch our legs, which was helpful because you don't want to be guessing on the road. And then the other thing that we did was really focus on where we were staying. We decided on timeshare resorts because they give you a lot of amenities that standard hotels don't give you, which actually end up saving you money in the long term. So things like full kitchens where you can decide if you want to cook or if you want to save your leftovers. You know, kids don't always finish their meals, so it's nice to save your leftovers in the refrigerator. They offer 2 and 3 bedroom units, so you can have that space and privacy without needing to book 2 or 3 rooms. There are things like washer dryers, and then there's all this entertainment on property. So you never really have to leave. You can just enjoy and really take advantage of everything that's there without having to spend all of this extra money and time leaving to find, an arcade or whatever kids are into.
Where can we go for more information?
So if you want to learn more about timeshares or even just plan a road trip like the one that we took, you can go to gotimesharing.com, and all of the resources that you need are right there.
Thanks, Kiersten.
Thanks for having me.